Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 5th March. A journey through time of 5th March 2025, Wednesday. Today's, that is 5th March, highlight in history. 1616. Nicholas Copernicus' book on the revolutions of the heavenly spheres is added to the index of forbidden books 73 years after it was first published. 1766. Antonio de Ulloa, the first Spanish governor of Louisiana, arrives in New Orleans. 1770. Boston Massacre. 5 Americans, including Crispus Attucks, are fatally shot by British troops in an event that would contribute to the outbreak of the American Revolutionary War, also known as the American War of Independence, 5 years later. 1811. Peninsular War. A French force under the command of Marshal Victor is routed while trying to prevent an Anglo-Spanish Portuguese army from lifting the siege of Cadiz in the Battle of Barbarossa. 1824. First Anglo-Burmese War. The British officially declare war on Burma. 1825. Roberto Cofresi, one of the last successful Caribbean pirates, is defeated in combat and captured by authorities. 1836. Samuel Colt patents the first production model revolver, the .34 caliber. 1850. The Britannia Bridge across the Menai Strait between the island of Anglesey and the mainland of Wallace is opened. 1860. Parma, Tuscany, Modena, and Romagna vote in referendums to join the Kingdom of Sardinia. 1868. Mephistopheles, an opera by Arrigo Poito, receives its premiere performance at La Scala. 1872. George Washington House patents the air brake. 1906. Moro Rebellion. United States Army troops bring overwhelming force against the native Moros in the first battle of Bat Dajo, leaving only 6 survivors. 1912. Italo-Turkish War. Italian forces are the first to use airships for military purposes, employing them for reconnaissance behind Turkish lines. 1931. The British Raj. Gandhi-Irwin Pact is signed. 1933. Adolf Hitler's Nazi Party receives 43.9% at the Reichstag elections, which allows the Nazis to later pass the Enabling Act and establish a dictatorship. 1939. Spanish Civil War. The National Defense Council seizes control of the Republican government in a coup d'etat with the intention of negotiating to end to the war. 1940. Six high-ranking members of the Soviet Politburo, including Joseph Stalin, sign an order for the execution of 25,700 Polish intelligentsia, including 14,700 Polish POWs, in what will become known as the Katyn Massacre. 1942. World War II. Japanese forces capture Batavia, capital of Dutch East Indies, which is left undefended after the withdrawal of the KNIL garrison and Australian Black Force Battalion to Buitenzorg and Bandung. 1943. World War II. General strike and protest march in Athens against rumors of forced mobilization of Greek workers for work in Germany, resulting in clashes with the Axis occupation forces and collaborationist police. The decree is withdrawn on the next day. 1944. World War II. The Red Army begins the Uman-Botosani offensive in the western Ukrainian SSR. 1946. Cold War. Winston Churchill coins the phrase Iron Curtain in his speech at Westminster College, Missouri. 1953. Joseph Stalin, the longest serving leader of the Soviet Union, dies at his Volynsky Dacha in Moscow after suffering a cerebral hemorrhage 4 days earlier. 1957. Sukhonvik air crash, a Blackburn Beverly of 53 Squadron Royal Air Forces crashes into the village of Sukhonvik, Berkshire, now Oxfordshire, killing most of the crew and passengers and two local residents. 1960. Indonesian President Sukarno dismissed the Dewan Perwakilan Rakyat (DPR) 1955 democratically elected parliament and replaced with DPR-GR the parliament of his own selected members. 1963. American country music stars Patsy Cline, Hawksaw Hawkins, Cowboy Coppers, and their pilot Randy Hughes are killed in a plane crash in Camden, Tennessee. 1963. Aeroflot Flight 191 crashes while landing at Ashgabat International Airport, killing 12. 1965. March in Intifada. A leftist uprising erupts in Bahrain against the British colonial presence. 1966. BOAC Flight 911, a Boeing 707 aircraft, breaks apart in mid-air due to clean air turbulence and crashes into Mount Fuji, Japan, killing all 124 people on board. 1967. Lake Central Airlines Flight 527 crashes near Marseilles, Ohio, killing 38. 1968. Air France Flight 212 crashes into La Grande Chaufferie, killing all 63 abroad. 1970. The Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons goes into effect after ratification by 43 nations. 1973. An Iberia McDonnell Douglas DC-9 collide in mid-air with a Spantex Convair 990 Coronado over Nantes, France, killing all 68 people aboard the DC-9, including music manager Michael Jeffrey. 1974. Yom Kippur War. Israeli forces withdraw from the west bank of the Suez Canal. 1978. The Landsat 3 is launched from Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. 1979. Soviet probes Venera 11, Venera 12, and the German-American solar satellite Helios 2 all are hit by octa-scale gamma rays, leading to the discovery of soft gamma repeaters. 1981. The ZX81, a pioneering British home computer, is launched by Sinclair Research and would go on to sell over 11 by 2 million units around the world. 1982. Soviet probe Venera 14 lands on Venus. 1991. Aeropostal Alas de Venezuela Flight 109 crashes in Venezuela, killing 45. 1993. Palair Macedonian Airlines Flight 301 crashes at Skopje International Airport in Petrovic, North Macedonia, killing 83. 2001. In Mina, Saudi Arabia, 35 pilgrims are killed in a stampede on the Jamarat Bridge during the Hajj. 2002. An earthquake in Mindanao, Philippines kills 15 people and injures more than 100. 2003. In Haifa, 17 Israeli civilians are killed in the Haifa Bus 37 suicide bombing. 2011. An Antonov AN-148 crashes in Russia's Alexeyevsky district, Belgorod Oblast during a test flight, killing all 7 abroad. 2012. Tropical storm Irina kills over 75 as it passes through Madagascar. 2012, two people are killed and six more are injured in a shooting at a hair salon in Bucharest, Romania. 2018, Syrian civil war. The Syrian Democratic Forces (SDF) paused the Deir ez-Zor campaign due to the Turkish-led invasion of Afrin. 2021, Pope Francis begins a historical visit to Iraq amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. 2021, 20 people are killed and 30 injured in a suicide car bombing in Mogadishu, Somalia. 2023, the 2023 Estonian parliamentary election is held with two center-right liberal parties gaining an absolute majority for the first time. 2023, a group of four prisoners escaped from the Nouakchott civil prison before being caught the next day. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, share and subscribe.